Faith is given free of charge. When we read the Bible, we can see that the words God has spoken to us are full of warmth and affection. People who are not aware of this may bow down and pray to some statue or idol, but these objects will not give them any answers. The Bible, however, is expressing the fact that God sent Jesus, his only begotten Son, and this Son provided redemption for the sins of all of mankind. Even though God lays this tremendous grace before us, there are still people who will perish because they do not believe. In order to avoid the judgment that definitely will come in the future, you must make peace with God. The method is very simple. All you have to do is believe the verse from the Bible that says, "Their sins and their lawless deeds I will remember no more." Nevertheless, there are people who cannot believe this because these words are so simple. There is a story about a taxi driver who was driving down a road when he noticed a little old lady struggling along, balancing a heavy bundle on her head. He pulled up beside her and said, "That bundle looks very heavy. I've earned a lot of money today, so hop in and let me give you a ride for free." Happy to be doing this good deed, he drove on for a while feeling on top of the world, but then he heard a groan coming from behind him. When he turned around to take a look, he found the little old lady still had the bundle on her head and was groaning from the exertion. Thinking this was really strange, the driver asked, "Why don't you put your bundle down on the seat beside you?" The old lady replied, "I'm grateful enough to you for giving me a ride. I cannot expect you to take the burden of my bundle as well." We may laugh at the behavior of the old lady in this story, but there are a tremendous number of people who act in the same way in front of God. Even though you tell them Jesus has taken upon himself the sins of each individual one of us, many people say, "How can I entrust all my sins to Jesus? There are so many sins. I need to do some good deeds to atone at least for a few of them. I'm such a terrible, shameless sinner." There are many people who believe in Jesus in an ethical way like this, but that is not true faith. There are people who have attended church for more than 10 years, and yet they still do not have peace in their hearts, and they are still suffering under the burden of their sins. This is because they have not entrusted their spirits to God's covenant.